Hello everyone, hi beautiful people, everyone out there, and welcome to my channel, Hair, Life and Other Things. My name is Dinewa, and as you can tell from the title here at the bottom, or is it here at the top, I'm not certain, we'll be talking about hair porosity, everything that has to do with hair porosity, why it's so important for you to know your hair porosity, and the most important thing, how to take care of your hair in its correct porosity. Now, before we start with the video, I'm going to ask you guys to do one simple little thing for me. Please subscribe, tell your friends and tell your other friends and tell your other friends to join the movement and support this channel. Also, comment down below and give me suggestions of what other videos you'd like to see in the future. And if you like this video, if it was valuable to you and you learned something, do give it a big thumbs up. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, let us talk about hair porosity. So hair porosity is your hair's ability to absorb and retain moisture. So what does that mean? When you apply products to your hair, how does your hair react to it? Does it absorb it immediately? Does it take a long time to absorb the moisture, or it's kind of in the middle? So that's what it is, your hair's ability to absorb and retain moisture. That is hair porosity. Now, why is it so important for you to know your hair's porosity? And as with everything else in life, when you know better, you do better. And it's the same with your hair. Once you know your hair's porosity, it just makes the journey of taking care of your hair so much easier and so better. So you know what products to apply to your hair and how to adjust your hair care routine and your regimen to make sure that it fits your hair's growth and also meet your goals, if it's to grow waist length growth or whatever your goals is. So the more you know, the better it is to grow your hair, and that is why you should know your hair's porosity. Now let's tackle the 3 types of hair porosity that are very most popular, or that are commonly known by everyone. So the first one is low porosity hair, and as the name suggests, low porosity hair is your hair's ability to absorb and retain moisture is very low. So what does this mean actually for your hair? Your hair cuticle basically lays flat, just like this, and it's very compact, so not a lot of moisture can penetrate into your hair cuticles. So that's what it means. So when you spray water into your hair, or you apply any moisture products, it sits on top of your hair instead of absorbing into your hair. So that is low porosity. Number 2, high porosity hair. As the name suggests, high porosity has a higher ability to absorb moisture, but the catch here, it does not retain. So as fast as it absorbs moisture, it goes out. So it does not keep the moisture. When you apply moisture products or you spray water into your hair, it absorbs relatively fast, but within a few minutes your hair is super dry. So that is high porosity hair. And then number 3 and the final one, medium porosity hair. Most people would say that this is the ideal type because it's low maintenance. So medium porosity hair retains moisture and it also absorbs moisture because the cuticle of this hair type is just raised enough, so enough moisture penetrates to the hair and it also keeps it, so you don't have to go back and reapply product, and the product does not stay and leave a white residue. Oh, and another thing on high porosity hair is in most cases is damaged because of harsh chemicals that have been used on it, such as relaxers at times, bleach, and also dyes. So that is the 3 different types of hair porosities. What's up guys, now for the third part of the video, let's get into determining our hair's porosity, and I'll be using 3 very easy and simple tests: the water, moisture, and the strand test to determine your hair's porosity. So now let's start with the water one. Right now I am completely saturating my hair with water and spray bottle. Alternatively, you can hop into the shower and submerge your hair under the shower head and get your hair really wet. Make sure that your hair is extremely wet so that you can get the best results. My face will be actually dripping with water because that's how wet you want it to be. After your hair is completely soaked in water, work that water into your hair, massage it in, and it may look like I'm being rough with my hair, but I'm actually not, and my advice for you is to always be gentle with your hair. Now with this test, you want to see how fast or how slow your hair absorbs the water. If after 2 or 3 minutes your hair is dry, that the water has been absorbed, it's high porosity. If the water is on top of your head as it is right now, that is low porosity. If your hair is moisturized and still slightly wet, then that is the medium porosity. Number 2, we'll be doing the moisture test. Grab one of your favorite moisture products. I have Attribution-ShareAlike Hair Butter. It's a very light for my low porosity hair, and I'll be applying a generous amount, and I'll evenly just distribute it throughout my hair. And make sure, guys, that you work it in and take your time and make sure that you are doing it correctly. I'll be applying a second amount just to make sure that my hair is evenly coated and distributed with the product so that I can get the best results. And what you want to find out from here, if the product is easily absorbed into your hair but is dry after, then it indicates it's high porosity hair. If the product sits on top of your hair, then it's low porosity. If your hair is thoroughly moisturized after 2 or 3 minutes and it's still very hydrated, then it indicates that your hair is medium porosity. So that is the second test. Now let us move on then to our third test, the strand test. Number 3, take a small amount of your hair and just separate it gently. Always remember, guys, to be very gentle with your hair. This isn't something to play around with. With this test, you want to just feel the length of your hair very slowly. Take your time at what you want to determine are any bumps or ridges in your hair. If the hair is relatively smooth, it's low porosity. If there are a lot of bumps and ridges, then it indicates that your hair cuticles are open and it is high porosity. There we go. Okay guys, so now that we know how to determine our hair's porosity, let's get into how to take care of our hair in its correct porosity. So with low porosity hair, what I would suggest for this hair type is for you to wash and condition your hair as regularly, maybe once a week or every 2 times in a month, so that you can get rid of product buildup. As this hair type, as we all know, products like to stay on top, obviously. So try to keep your scalp and your hair as healthy as possible. And to moisturize it, what I would suggest is for you to use water-based conditioners that are a bit lighter and not as heavy, so it can prevent product buildup basically. And what I would suggest is Auntie Jackie's leave-in conditioner, which happens to be green. Now with high porosity hair, you want to do the opposite of what you would do at low porosity. High porosity, you would also wash and condition your hair as often as possible. Also add in a lot of protein treatments to make your hair a lot stronger, and also do incorporate a lot of deep conditioning to add a lot more moisture and to retain it. And also what you want to do after every wash day is to do ACV rinses, which are apple cider vinegar, and you can also dilute it with water so that it can close your cuticle, therefore retaining a lot of moisture. And the moisturizers that you would like to use here for your high porosity hair is a lot of butters, like shea butter, something that is rich, creamy so that your hair can absorb all that goodness and remain moisturized for a long time. Also, I'd also suggest for you is castor oils. Now with medium porosity hair, you want to use a combination of the two. Trial and error, see what works with your hair, experiment, and mostly have fun with your hair. So guys, that narrows it down, and we have come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you have any suggestions or there are any unanswered questions that you may have, use the comment box down below and let me know what you'd like to see from me in the future. Until then, do take care. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See ya.